In other news, the Trades Union Congress has submitted a report to government asking for the establishment of a labor insurance fund, which they believe will anchor jobs during future disasters. Speaking on a preliminary report, the Director of Research and Policy Institute of the TUC, Kwabena Nyako Otu, stated that government must prepare now towards the future to avert the impact of COVID-19.
We were also proposing workers' compensation insurance scheme, something like unemployment insurance, in which both workers and employers will contribute, so that if the next pandemic or crisis hit, we could fall on that fund to be able to pay workers something and not just throw them onto the streets. Like I said, it's similar to the unemployment insurance, but you know that in Europe, unemployment insurance was actually started by the unions. It was later taken over by government. But even in Scandinavia, governments still do unemployment insurance through the unions. It's one of the reasons why Scandinavia still has a very high unionization rate, because they are actually deeply involved in the unemployment insurance. We were also proposing a social grant for households that are actually in the lowest quantile, the poor households. So you give them the equivalent of our poverty line, which is about 140 Ghana cedis per month. So that's a social grant. They do it in South Africa, or they are doing it as part of the COVID lockdown. You cannot lock people down into their house without giving them something. So in South Africa, they implemented a social grant for poor households. Now, the reason why we are proposing that you don't have to sack your workers is simple. If you sack your worker and he goes to sit home, he may die before the crisis is over because he has no income. Now, when the crisis is over and he doesn't die, the process of coming back to the same workers may not be smooth. Okay, so you may have to recruit new workers and train them, and it's a cost to the employer. So if you can have an arrangement where you keep the workers, they reduce the number of hours worked, and they also reduce their pay, then it helps both the worker and also the employer. But overall, it helps the economy because